So people are always asking Jeff and I, when you're considering moving to Fredericksburg and want to live in the downtown area, which neighborhood is the best here in the downtown area? And really, that's going to depend on what you're looking for.
That is exactly right. Your lifestyle, what you want from where you live, like Ruthie said, it all depends on what you're looking for. And in today's video, we're going to show you the difference in our top 3 that we would recommend. But before we get into our top 3 favorite neighborhoods in City of Fredericksburg, we want to remind you that in addition to loving making these videos, teaching you everything about living, working, and playing in Fredericksburg, we are Fredericksburg area real estate agents. So if you are thinking about buying or selling a house, give us a call. We'd be happy to help you. I'm Jeff, and this is my partner, Ruth.
So one of the first neighborhoods that we're going to talk about, which is kind of where we're standing right now, is the historic downtown area and what you might find right around this area.
Yeah, so number 1 of 3 is downtown Fredericksburg, like Ruthie said. And our approach to talking to you about these today is to talk about just a couple of things. You know, who it's for, who each neighborhood is for, what it kind of feels like to live there, and maybe who it's not for, what you might not like about the neighborhoods. So starting with downtown Fredericksburg, like Ruthie said, you know, who's it for, Ruthie? I think first and foremost it's for people who love a social lifestyle. They want to be engaged. They want to be in the thick of everything. What do you think?
Yeah, if you want to be able to walk to the restaurants or to the downtown life, or shopping is right here. And we're talking more, I think for the downtown or more specialized shopping. You're not going to walk to like a Kohl's or walk to the mall, but all of our specialty shops that we have downtown, especially delicious coffee shops downtown, people that want to live close in like that, that's what this area is for. Absolutely.
And you know, occasionally we have people who are looking to move downtown because they want to be able to walk to the train station. So, you know, tying in with the walkability that Ruthie mentioned, the train station factors into that as well. Dining, restaurants, all those sorts of things.
Yeah, I didn't think about the train station. Might even hear it while we're talking to you.
It's a good possibility. We're looking at it right there. Downtown is for those people who are just looking to live in those city vibes. But what's it feel like to live downtown, do you think, Ruthie?
I mean, for me, I just think, of course, I'm a little biased, but I find that it's just so charming downtown. I feel like there's a lot of, I don't want to say hustle and bustle, more, it's not really hustle, but it's just bustling, I guess, is more of what I would say.
Yeah, I mean, it's not,
there's the train.
So, you know, it's not New York City by any means, but it is bustling. But, you know, you're right, the charm, I think the history, you know, we talk about it and we kind of just pay lip service to the fact that it's a historic town, but you can't walk around here without pondering and just looking and imagining what happened here 200 years ago. I love the walkability, like we mentioned earlier. Love walking on the brick sidewalks. I mean, how often do you see that in today's America?
Jeff, of course, notices all the historic stuff, and I notice the shops.
fair point. But you're just as apt to find me standing looking up at a 200-year-old tree as anything. But I do love just the feel of downtown.
So as far as the home spaces, the majority, I think, of what you're going to find downtown are going to be older homes. Some of them might need some work. Some of them have been remodeled. And then you may have around, like right behind us, we have some apartments that were condo type apartments that were just built that are newer. But for the most part, if you're buying downtown, most of the homes are older because they've been here longer.
Yeah. Downtown is fabulous, but like Ruthie is alluding to, it's not for everyone. If you are someone who wants to be able to get home and whip your car in your driveway and get out and walk into your front door, this might not be the spot for you. But you might not have a driveway. You might have to be parking on the street. You might find the streets are very packed with cars and you've got to park 2 or 3 blocks away. Before you can even walk to your house. So, you know, there are some, I guess, trade-offs, if you will, to living downtown. If you are living downtown and you're not one of those people who is into the city vibes and the social atmosphere, it might sometimes get a little noisy and a little chaotic for you.
Yeah.
Especially on things like First Fridays, something like that.
Yes, but they're fun. All of the downtown events are fun.
They are absolutely fun. Just not for everybody.
Right. And as far as parking, just make sure you know how to parallel park.
And if you don't, just park yourself on a bench on Caroline Street and just watch everybody else try to do it.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe
a good
you
show.
can get some pointers there.
So now we have moved again. We are at neighborhood 2 that we wanted to discuss, which is College Heights in downtown Fredericksburg, but a little bit, I wouldn't say further out. It's still walkable, but it's quieter. In fact, listen to the birds.
Yeah, Ruthie's right now. There's 2 basic sections of what's known as College Heights. There's an upper College Heights, which is above the college, and lower College Heights, which is below the college, a little bit closer to town. We're in lower College Heights right here, but both of them are fabulous. And I agree 100% with what Ruthie said. This neighborhood is for someone who still wants to be downtown, still wants to be able to walk pretty much anywhere they want to go, but they don't want that noise. They don't want to be quite as congested, quite as chaotic.
Yeah.
It's a little calmer.
Yeah, calmer. You have still small lots. I mean, if you kind of look or see behind us, you have homes that are still on smaller lots, but you still have more of your own space in this part of downtown.
Yeah, there's still older homes, but you still have the sidewalks so you can walk everywhere. You have more trees here, which, you know, I love, than you do necessarily downtown. It's just, for someone who's maybe a little bit older, it's a little calmer. Yeah.
You can still hear the train, but it's much softer being in this part of downtown.
All right, and like we do all the time, Ruthie and I tell you the good, bad, and the ugly. We did a little bit in the last neighborhood. In this neighborhood, there's some things that would make it not for everyone too. First, and this is important if you're relocating here, this is a tight inventory neighborhood. Homes don't go on the market a lot here, and you might have to wait for a while before one does come on the market.
Yeah.
And particularly that fits your needs and your desires. So that's one issue. The second issue is, like I had alluded to earlier, there's still older homes. Most of them, they're still going to need more maintenance, more quirks than you'll find in newer homes. But that's the trade-off of buying an older home in a historic city.
Yeah, I mean, for this area, you see multiple age groups as well, because we are right here next to Mary Washington College. So a lot of these,
literally right there.
Yeah, a lot of these homes are also going to be snatched up because people use them as rentals as well. So you see a lot of college students renting in this area.
Yeah, and that's in both upper and lower College Heights. There's quite a number of student rentals. Okay, we are at neighborhood number 3, and this one is the Village of Idlewild.
This one is actually more for if you want to have a little bit more privacy, if you want a neighborhood that actually has amenities such as the pool, the tennis courts, street lights, sidewalks. You still have you have a lot of neighbors here. You have a combination of homes here. You have not only just detached homes, but you also have townhouses. You also have homes with attached garages and some with detached garages.
We are allowed to disagree with each other. I don't see anything private about the Village of Idlewild.
A little bit more private than downtown.
A little bit more private.
You can actually create a space here where you have privacy in your backyard. Some streets, not all, because the houses definitely still are closer together in this neighborhood, but you're still in a location where you're close to everything. And we're still included in the Fredericksburg 22401 zip code.
Yeah, this is when I talk with a client about whether they want this neighborhood. Ruthie hit on one of the big ones that has the community amenities, which most of downtown doesn't. But this is newer construction. You're not going to have the concerns about whether or not you're buying a historic property, and if you have to meet the code requirements for that, you're not going to have to worry about 100-year-old
Yeah.
systems in the house, things like that. So if that's your vibe, then this is something you might want to consider.
Yeah, the homes in this area or in this neighborhood are definitely more open, more spacious than a lot of them downtown.
Yeah, when I think about when I'm describing what this neighborhood feels like, it's kind of a really cool blend to me, because you've got the sidewalks all through the city. You got the community amenities, super convenient. I think you may have super convenient relative to commuting and to getting to the bigger shopping, because literally pretty much anywhere in this neighborhood you can hear I-95 traffic.
Yeah.
It's not bad, but you can hear it a little bit. That's because we're right beside 95, which means we're right beside Central Park.
Yeah.
Spotsylvania Town Center. You go to Central Park, you'll probably run into Ruthie.
And Hobby Lobby. Actually, I didn't even think about the highway until you said that 95, but you can hear 95, but it's not horrible. I mean, it's just almost like that subtle sound in the distance.
Yeah, it's I think it's a really popular neighborhood, largely because you are, as Ruthie alluded to, you are still in the city limits, which means you're going to have Fredericksburg City Schools.
Yeah.
And all the things that go with living in the city, but you're right on the outskirts.
Yeah.
Right next to the interstate and the shopping area. All right, who wouldn't want to live here? Anybody who doesn't want to travel on Route 3.
Oh, that's
there
true.
are two ways into the community. One is off Route 1, one is off of Route 3. But this portion of Route 3 right here is the worst part of Route 3.
It is busy. It is.
So if you don't want to deal with congested traffic, then this might not be your neighborhood.
Or HOA. If you do not want to be in a neighborhood that has an HOA, this is not the place for you.
Fabulous point, because the homes we looked at in the first two neighborhoods don't have HOAs. The another point is that the homes are a little bit closer together in here, because you're in the city, but all the homes, virtually all the homes in the city are close together. But this compared to something out in say Spotsylvania neighborhood, they're closer together. But if you want to be in the city and you want the amenities, you want newer construction, this is a good consideration.
And you want to be right next to the highway to jump right on I-95 if you have to commute. This would be a place for you. So really, when you're thinking about moving to Fredericksburg and wanting to be in downtown Fredericksburg, it's really all in what you want. It's not, I wouldn't say any of the neighborhoods are better or worse than others. It's what are you looking for?
Yeah, it's great point. What's your lifestyle like? Makes all the difference between the different neighborhoods. But hey, like we said before, as much as we love making these videos, we also love helping you buy or sell homes. So if you're thinking about moving here, need more information about maybe which one of these neighborhoods would be right for you, or something else, we may know of a different area in Fredericksburg that would be right for you. Give us a call, shoot us a text, email, whatever you'd like to do. We'd be happy to talk with you about that. And we will see you in the next video, which is going to be all about what your money can buy in the city of Fredericksburg.